watch State of Play, shall we? Oh, Astro World? Wait, this is a game that's out already, right?
You better be sure to keep your
What is
spark
this?
safe
Another Astro
and
World?
burning.
One in the woods.
Oh, it's one of them story games. This is a Little Nightmares kind of game.
Down the midnight walk.
That midnight walk. This is, I think this is a great game for kids to scare the shit out of them when they're 6 years old and still learning how to walk. Do you know how to walk by the time you're 6? I'm not well versed with children. You're gonna have to ask YouTube Minecrafters about that.
They took him away.
Outside. Is this person sounds Canadian.
Had fled. She said the country was sick.
Is this voice actor Canadian?
Okay.
They say out, like, I know,
Mother always said
I do it too.
monsters live inside
Wait, that's
our
literally
heads.
like one of the poses of, oh, that's the fucking face from, that one game, Incantation, or not a game, movie, Incantation. Oh, another Souls-like? Or is this a hack and slash? Oh my god, you know that, you know the, like, green text meme people say, it's like, is it red or, I don't know, they'll be like, is your game red, is your game blue or yellow lightning? And they're like, it's lightning, sir. Look inside, it's red lightning, or like it's blue lightning or whatever. But you can apply that discourse, or that same meme to like, is it a Souls-like, or is it a hack and slash? And then the game will advertise itself as a Souls-like, whatever. You look inside, it's a hack and slash. Hell is US. Reminds me of Remnant. The art direction they went with enemies. Military guy. Hell is us. Fired by
My
the
story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Serda.
Oh, it's VR? Alright, go next. Is this like that, like, medieval PvP game or something? Yeah, with back when they had magic bolts, things you just throw. Yeah, like For Honor. Okay, Melania. It looks like it runs smooth, though.
Prove yourself.
Is it blue or yellow
If you
lightning?
survive
It's lightning,
this
sir.
trial,
Archage. Oh, I've heard of
you might
Archage.
become one.
Pow World. Do you guys have a lawsuit to fight right now? You know, I'm not gonna lie. This might be me yassifying the description of it a little bit, but Pow World is the same level of games as I would put like Supermarket Simulator, Gas Station Simulator, whatever simulator. Except they have more. Yeah, basically like a higher effort asset flip. But also, they didn't even do anything new. It's the same old. You play it once, you don't really need to play it ever again. Oh, Shadow.
Part of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack. This update is
never
inspired by
played any
scenes
Sonic
from the
games in my
Sonic the
life.
Hedgehog.
Why is everybody so small?
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business.
That UI, I'm not a big fan of this kind of UI that I've been noticing in a lot of games. It's very, it's too modernized, I guess. Oh, that was Dragon Age? I never played. Yay, I love dead bodies. Control was cool for you at first, but you got very bored. Fears to fathom ass jump scare. The Lake House Alan Wake 2 expansion. I also didn't like Control or Alan Wake 2 that much. It's okay.
Give up the firearm!
I think it's decent, but I don't think it's amazing, and I wouldn't. It's not something I'd go out of my way to recommend to people. Most
Also
horror games that aren't indie are fart sniffers. A lot of indie horror games are also fart sniffers. I think there is a huge or not even. There's like a big trend of the horror genre being really fart sniffing in general. Yeah, lots of slop. Like Maxine, for example. Longlegs, for another example. They're just taking themselves so seriously that they forget it's supposed to be an entertaining piece of media. What does fart sniffing mean? It means they're kind of like jerking themselves off over how deep the story is when the depth of it is not that deep. Because the media that these writers write can only be as smart as they are. Yeah, pretentious, that's the word. It's like pretentious. It's okay to be serious. No, absolutely. But the thing is, if you want to tell a really serious story, that's hard to do when you also want to make it entertaining. Because what happens when you make a really serious piece of media that's also pretentious and kind of fart sniffy, I'm going to use two films as an example, Maxine and Longlegs, is they get too caught up in the art house writing of it that they forget it needs to also be entertaining and the audience needs to be engaged with what they're giving. And if I were to go into depth about Longlegs even more, Longlegs was really boring. It was intriguing for like maybe the first 30 minutes, but then as it just kept going on and on and on, the intrigue just wears off and it just keeps going and going and going. And then at the like last 20 minutes, they threw all the exposition and explained everything in just words that you're like, okay, this is just shittily written. Yeah, it was shot very well, but it was just written horribly. Yeah, reveals bad. Like, it was just bad. And then, yeah, Maxine was also like that. Shot really well, falls really flat. Which is why the substance was really good. Oddity was also very good. They're not wrapped up in, like, the pretentiousness of it, which film does not need to be pretentious. Like, well, I guess it's up to your opinion, like, whether you think art should just be made as entertainment, versus, like, whether or not writers and people that make it should value entertainment more, but I think entertainment is pretty high up on the priority of thing. Oddity, very entertaining. The substance, even more entertaining.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agazba. And also allows you to invite.
Wait, I
other
opened
players to
Eris's
visit
stream
your
when he was
island.
watching this. He said this looked really European, and I know
Towers of
exactly what he
Agazba
means,
launches
but I
into
don't know
early
how to
access
describe
this
that.
November.
It does seem very European.
Guardian of peace, you have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order and find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely.
Yeah, where's my
Go
big
forth
burly
and
men?
learn what it means to be a hero.
Twink warriors.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
I mean, wait, I'm pretty sure this was the Monster Hunter game that someone was like, this is woke. Wait, never mind. I have been told that there's a hot blonde lady in it. It's not woke anymore. Wait, if you can just put one hot, scantily clad blonde woman in every game, then that makes your game not woke because it overrides everything else. Then all game developers should start adding a token, scantily clad, big boobed, big breasted, big assed blonde woman. And they can add all the woke they want. But then when they point out the woke, you can point out the big boobs and be like, never mind, woke countered.
Why don't they just put them? You do nothing.
Lance user. Poke, poke, poke. Hammer! Hammer squad! I played Insect Glaive and then I did Hammer. Spinning in the air the whole time. Cool. But also, their sales remastered? Didn't this game just come out? Like, what are you even remastering?
By Gorilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mode.
Who gives a fuck if it's re-recorded?
This new version of Horizon Zero Dawn will arrive October 31st. and anyone who owns the original PS4 version of the
Oh
game
yeah, I was
will
gonna
be able to
say,
upgrade
so
to the new
the sales of Horizon
action-packed
Zero
world
Dawn is
of-
actually kind of inflated because they bundled it with PS5s that were selling, and then they, or is it PS4? I don't remember, but basically like that counted as a sale. Another thing about Horizon Zero Dawn is I have never seen anybody draw art of it, or like, is there even a fandom of it? Like, I've never seen people make fan art, talk about the game. There's like no, very little culture to it. There probably is a little bit, but it just seems very tiny. Like, is there even...
Sci-fi worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration, coming to Stellar Blade later this year.
Wait, this works so well because they're both those girls are born sexy yesterday. They can get along. And scissor.
We are beyond the edge of Japan.
Edge of tomorrow.
People come north to disappear.
Because the West has fallen and we need to go east, gentlemen.
But you are hunting.
Ghost of Tsushima goes from like a 7 out of 10 game to a 9 out of 10 game if you play on the Giga difficulty with the parrying thing. If you're really into the combat. Because the combat is that much better when you play it on the insane difficulty. Yeah, the parrying, because that way the enemies are not designed around being sponges anymore. But also, obviously, you also take more damage. Dual wielding? Ghost of Yotei. Yo-ho! Whoa, she has that fucking sick weapon. That looks cool. That'll be interesting. Thoughts on state of play? Whatever.